If you want to improve the battery life on OnePlus 15R, first we're gonna go to settings, and of course we can check battery settings. Here we can find the different battery modes like the balance mode, power saving mode, and the high performance mode. Of course, if you use high performance mode all the time, then the battery consumption will be increased, so of course provide the performance for the phone. We can also find the power saving mode and the super power saving mode. However, these options should be used only in situations where you need to keep the battery for a little bit longer because you don't have the power adapter right next to you and you cannot charge your phone. So ideally you want to stick with the balance mode for the most part, but in certain situations you can of course switch to these to one of these two options. And of course, high performance mode is still usable, but since it is increasing the power consumption, it is probably something that you need to know. Now, besides that, if we scroll down, we can see the battery usage from last 24 hours and last 7 days. So this can be an indicator of apps that may drain your battery. If that is the case, if you find an app that is draining the battery, then you can tap on that app, and over here you can adjust the power consumption by, for example, restricting background activity. Of course, this has some negative effects for some apps, since some apps are, of course, some apps require you to keep them enabled in the background so they can function properly, but I believe that many apps don't really need that feature. And then we're gonna go to power saving settings, where we can find some additional options for the power saving mode or battery saver. But besides that, we can also find the sleep standby optimization, which is of course recommended to have enabled. We can also go to video battery saver, and you can use that as well, so the battery should be more optimized when watching videos. And also we have the app battery management, so you can go through these apps, and this is pretty much the same thing that we had during the this section when we checked the battery usage. So if you tap on an app over here, then you can find similar options. And of course, we can also check the battery health, which is indicated in the percentage. So of course, if we drop the maximum capacity to, let's say, 80% or maybe even less, then naturally, then the capacity of the battery is, for example, well, it has less capacity. The battery has less capacity, which means that it takes much less time to drain it compared to when we have, let's say, 100% or 95%. This is inevitable, so after some time the percentage will drop. This is something that happens for every smartphone, in every smartphone. And this is battery aging, and of course we can do things in order to slow that process down, but we cannot fully prevent that from happening. Now, speaking of the battery aging issue, we have these charging optimization tools like smart charging or custom charging limit, which pretty much restricts charging mostly to 80%. However, in the case of custom charging limit, you can adjust it to 80, 85, 90 or 95% or even 100%, which is, I guess, pointless. But what it does is, of course, it limits the charging to the selected percentage. In the case of smart charging, it is just 80%. And the difference between these two is that the custom charging limit is enabled pretty much all the time as long as it is enabled. So if you set it to 80% and if you start charging a phone, then it's gonna charge only to 80%, and that's pretty much it. In the case of smart charging, this option uses some sort of AI tricks in order to learn your charging patterns and how often you charge your phone, for how long the phone is connected to the power adapter, and so on and so forth. And based on that information, of course, the phone can still limit charging to 80%, but when the phone can predict that you are about to unplug the charger, then it can automatically start charging back to 100%, all the way to 100%. So this might be a better option for those who have some sort of like charging pattern. You always charge it, let's say in the evening or something like that, for 2 hours. Then of course, in that case, this will be the better choice. In case you charge the phone irregularly, then you might want to use the custom charging limit instead. And of course, limiting yourself is quite annoying because, well, you cannot use the full battery. But this is how batteries are built on those smartphones. They are working the best, and they prevent battery aging as much as possible if they are charged approximately to 80%. So you should keep the battery ideally between 20 and 80%. 20% means that you should start at 20%, start charging, I mean. and you should stop at 80. And yeah, whether you will actually follow these instructions or not is of course up to you. If you find it too annoying, then of course you don't really have to do so. There is also the resume charging at 95%, which is additional option that allows you to stop charging when you charge to 100%. So then when the battery drops to 95% and it is still connected to the power adapter, then the phone can start charging the battery again back to 100%. So at least you should use this option if you don't want to use any of these two. And of course we also have charging settings where we can find smart rapid charging, which can also be known as fast charging. Now, some of the people believe that smart rapid charging and fast charging is actually harmful to the battery, and it causes battery aging to be quicker. And of course some people don't really believe that. Whether you believe it or not is of course up to you. I'm not telling you how you should actually believe and what should be your opinion on this, but if you believe that this is the case, then of course you can turn off this option in here. Alright, so now that we have gone through battery settings, another thing that we should talk about is, for example, some display settings. But actually, before I go to display settings, I can actually show you one more thing, which is in location. So we're gonna go to location settings, and over here we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth scanning. And I can recommend you turning off these two options. They do not have to be enabled, and they can actually save a little bit of battery. And yeah, just go ahead and turn them off, and whenever your phone requires you to use these features, then you will be informed about it, and then of course you can turn it on temporarily. We can also find some additional options in System and Update if we go to Recommended Services. And of course, while these options might be quite useful to try out, they can actually drain the battery quite a bit as well. So you can go through these options and decide if there's something that you don't really need to use in order to turn them off to improve the battery. Although they don't really state that the battery consumption is higher because of them, it is actually believed that these features do tend to drain the battery quite a bit. Now we're gonna go to the aforementioned display settings, because in here pretty much every setting that we have in here also has an impact on the battery. For example, it is preferred to use the dark mode when we are talking about battery improvement, because dark mode actually uses a little bit less battery. We can of course schedule the dark mode in case you don't like it. Then you can of course use it it can be automatically enabled at a given time, and then the phone can switch back to the light mode at a given time as well. There is also the brightness settings of course, and naturally it is recommended to use automatic brightness. We can also find the adaptive tone, which I believe is actually using the battery quite a bit in order to adjust screen colors, although this is just my theory, I'm not really certain about it. So you can, for example, try to turn it off. And the screen attention, for example, feature, while it is convenient to use, it also drains the battery, and so does the auto screen off. The longer time it takes to automatically put the display to sleep, the more battery will be used. That's why it is recommended to keep this option on 15 or 30 seconds at most. In my case, I use 2 minutes for the sake of recording videos. Of course, screen resolution has an impact on the battery. If you choose high resolution, you do have a sharper image, but of course the battery usage is also higher. And naturally, refresh rate is the same thing. While it is really great to use 120 or 165 Hz, it also uses much more battery. Now, I know it is inconvenient to use 60 Hz, and that's really not the point of using such phones. But since we are talking about battery improvement and optimization of the battery, then of course I have to mention this as well. Alright, so I think most of the things that I wanted to mention in this video have been mentioned. And the last thing that I can mention is, of course, if you use even such things as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, location, NFC, and so on and so forth, these options also use the battery quite a bit. So whenever you want to save the battery, you can, for example, turn off Bluetooth whenever you don't need to use it. And whenever you need to, of course, if you try to connect your Bluetooth device like earbuds or something to your phone, then obviously you can use it without any worries. And yeah, it's just to, you know, to turn off things that you don't use at a given moment so that they are not enabled all the time when they don't have to be enabled. And I also mentioned apps that are running in the background. This includes, for example, animated wallpapers. I'm pretty sure not many people use those animated wallpapers, but still, I think I should mention this. If you use animations, some sort of, or apps that are, of course, running in the background, as I mentioned, this is, of course, an example, this drains the battery quite a bit. So whether you prefer animated wallpapers or whether you prefer more battery, it's a compromise that you have to consider. So that's pretty much it. I think I mentioned everything. However, if I missed something, then please let me know in the comments so other people can know about other tips as well. Leave a like and subscribe.